Hi, Natalia. Perfect. I can see you and hear you. Half the battle is won.
Good, awesome.
Hey, Megan.
Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Very well.
I should say a little nervous, but we got there.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. I got both your live streams up already, so you're good for Facebook and YouTube as well.
YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
I was just told Facebook.
There you go. You got both happening.
Well, that's why I got a little bit more nervous. Jocelyn, I don't know if you've met Jocelyn, but she sent us a message this morning. She's like, by the way, you're all going to be on Facebook Live too. I said, great. I know that. I mean, it gets a lot of good traffic, so that's exciting.
As many places as you can be, it tends to help.
Hey, Megan, a quick question. I would love to be able to also use the link for the YouTube video on the camp website. That is going to be a lot of really helpful and applicable information. Is there someone that I can get that from? Should I talk to someone else about that?
So the YouTube link was given to us by Jacob Kelly.
Yeah, Jacob, he's from our UW marketing, but you can go through Jocelyn too.
Okay, cool. We got this, Henry. You've done this a million times.
We'll be fine. I guess, Megan, a couple questions for you now, or I don't know if we're going to wait for Evid.
You can go ahead and ask your questions, no problem.
Okay. So I'm going to be kind of the host, if you will, and doing the slides and all that fun stuff. I know there's the slides here. In order for me to move to the next one, do I just push on that one and they'll go there?
So once you're on your slide tab, you can either click the next button that is on there, or your arrow keys will also work, whatever you're more comfortable with.
Perfect. And if I play around with them right now, they're not going to see them, right?
They're not showing it all on the screen at this point. It's only after you hit live, so you can go through them now and make sure everything's in the order you think it's in and everything.
Perfect. Okay, so I think I got that. And then my next question is, because this is my first time being a moderator, so I don't want to mess this up.
You're all good.
The questions, if they drop any questions, they're all going to come in at the bottom, right?
Yep, they're going to come in at the bottom under that Manage Q&A tab. Do you see that down there?
Yes.
And I can kind of show you what it'll look like, so I can put one through right now, just to help. So you'll see that question that I just put in pop up down there now.
Wait, I can't even see it.
if you click on surveys, that's where I clicked on, Jaime, but also it's on my slides. I think it's on every tab at the bottom.
Yeah, but should be at the bottom under your managed Q&A.
I had to pop it up though, Jaime. Like, I don't know if your screen is on your whole. I had to like pop it up. The presenter chat is blocking part of it on my end.
Yeah, I was about to say it's blocking mine too, and I can't see it.
If you go full screen, do you have the platform? Do you have this in full screen mode, or is it minimized a little?
Well, on the Google is full screen, but in terms of the platform, it's minimized. If that makes any sense.
The presenter chat you said is covering it?
Correct. I can't even see it. It's like there's a presenter chat, and right behind it, I can see it, but I can't. My arrow doesn't go any further down.
There should be a little minimize button on the presenter chat. Can you shrink it down?
Yes, I just shrunk it.
Perfect. And then is the manage Q&A, there's a little caret that's to the left of just the word manage.
Oh, I need to move my presenter chat around. That's okay.
Do you see the question now?
Oh yes, now I do see it. So
perfect.
The first question is, where's UW located?
Right now.
No, I came in ready with my questions because I was like,
It's perfect to troubleshoot this now because now you kind of know what to look for. And so when you have that up, you have a couple different options. One is a lot of people, you'll just answer it live. So someone will just pass a question off to someone, you'll answer it live. And then what you want to do is underneath status, you'll see delete. You can delete that question, and that just kind of keeps the Q&A section clean. No one can see that you deleted the question. It's just a nice way to start eliminating stuff. If there's a question that you don't want to answer to the full group, that you want to answer personally to a person, if you click answer, which is directly to the right of the question, there's an option to answer to all viewers or answer to this viewer only. So if you want to answer to only the person who asked, you have the capability of doing that.
got it. And then, sorry, I have a ton of questions.
You're good. You're moderating. You're the question guy.
So under the slide tab, when I'm on there, I can't see us live, right? Like our faces.
Yeah, so it's either going to be, you'll be looking at the slides or you'll be looking at your presenters on the video bridge. It's totally fine to live in that slides tab. Your camera is still on, everything's still functioning the way it is. And it's normally easier for the person who is running the slides to stay in that slides tab. And you can know that I am watching the entire thing. So if anything weird happens, I'm going to let you know anyway through that presenter chat.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And then for Natalia and Iber, when you need me to hit the next slide for you, just tell me next.
Okay.
Or something, and then I will hit next.
Cool.
Are you too good with who's talking on what?
Yes, I am starting right on the financial aid.
Correct.
And basically, and then I don't know if you're gonna do like the wrap up at the end with the questions, like open it up.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave all questions till the very end, but I'm gonna continue to just moderate or see throughout to see what we're getting, and if we're getting any repetitive questions, just making sure to kind of clean it up a little bit. But I'll save them till the very end. If people don't ask us any questions, I might just come up with questions. We have a bank of questions.
And that's perfect because no one can see the questions that were asked anyway, so no one's going to know it wasn't asked by a student. So you just be like, we have a question here.
Yeah, Megan, that's a good point. I remember somebody last time mentioned it's nice to repeat the question. Like, someone asked this question.
Yeah.
And then Natalia and Iber, just if somebody forgets to say something, I might just jump in if I feel it's important, but
for sure.
I'm sure you two got it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know what setup you want for the videos? Did they talk about that a little bit in your prep call?
I don't remember if we talked about it, but I think we're going to do, somebody called it the Brady Bunch.
So is it just where all three of you are on the screen at the same time?
I think so.
Yeah, because the options are, if you'll see right now, what we have now is film strip. So it's one big active speaker. The rest of the presenters are small, and then whoever's speaking pops up and becomes the big video. The other one's individual. It's just active speaker and Zoom. Whoever is speaking is the big video. Or you have the grid mode, which has you all up there at the same time.
Megan, so is what we see on Video Bridge what others are seeing too?
So this would be what everyone else sees, and I can kind of show you what they were talking about with that Brady Bunch is this one.
What do y'all prefer? I mean,
well, so if we have the presentation would be where Megan is, or would it?
no, that's a second screen.
Okay.
Second screen. And both will be seen at all times. So you'll be off to the left will be the videos, and your presentation will be on the right-hand side.
I think it's probably your call. I don't have a preference.
We can keep it. I mean, this is fine with me. That way everybody's up there all at once.
It's nice to also have that kind of visual cue from each other because you can't see the audience. So sometimes it feels a little like you're speaking to a void. You're like, I don't have any. So like, can you hear me? Am I heard? Plus, if you're going to jump in occasionally, it'll give them a visual cue that you have something else to say. Whereas in the other one, you can't really see each other for it.
And I don't know about you too, but I literally created my welcome and closing remarks on the Word document.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna read it off.
Script open, yeah.
It's because, I mean, it's Spanish. I feel like I don't want to stumble up on a word or something, which
You know
we
what
probably
I
will.
I don't think it's a bad thing because it's good for them to know our title in English too. But our titles are in English. So
Oh,
it
in the
doesn't
presentation.
so it doesn't say like consejo.
And one thing, Natalia, I noticed too is, for whatever reason, your phone number was not on the contact slide at the very, and then thank you is in English, should have been in Spanish, but it's fine. So you might want to share your phone number at the very end too.
Okay. So, I mean, so you think that I should leave a lot more of like my introduction when telling people to reach out to me at the end in the question section? Because you know how the beginning is like the welcome and then our 3 slides? Because you're probably going to talk about yourself. I mean, yeah.
All right, I guess that's a good. Should we talk a little bit about ourselves versus just our titles?
I think so. I think it makes it real and personable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's saying like what our hometowns are. You know, it's relatable to our community. Yeah.
Let me add that in my script, so no se me va a olvidar.
Yeah, but I think I'm personally going to talk more about like, because we want them to be reaching out to me in Hebrew, because I know that like that's the whole point. And so I think that I'm going to leave my like reach out to me a little bit more towards the end, but still introduce it with my name. I think I'm just going to, introduce myself, my title, where I'm from, and I won't really mention camp until the camp slides, which I saw that was still its own slide anyways.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of did that on purpose. That way you don't get caught up with it in the beginning.
Yeah. So are you, like, let's say that we kind of use most of our time because we don't know how fast we're going to run through this. Are you expecting maybe leaving like 10 minutes at the end for question 20? We can also just like make up questions. I know we also have no idea what it's going to be like at all.
We can play it by ear if I feel like we're we're taking up too much time and there's going to be no time for Q&A, I'll kind of just drop something in the presenters chat so people can be like, okay, need to start slowly wrapping this up. And I mean, if no questions are coming in, then it's like, let's go.
Yep. Hubert, can I ask you a question? How are you?
What's up?
How are you going to say GPA? How do you say GPA in Spanish? You just say grado?
GPA. That is a good question. I was actually just going to say GPA, but I know there is a way to say it, and it's like, I'm going to have to look it up. I forget what it is.
Yeah, I wonder if grados would be like a way to. I feel like that's what I would say. That's what I was curious.
I think it's called like promedio de grados, I think.
Yeah, that's true, because it's not really necessarily just grades. We'll report.
Oh, el promedio de calificaciones. That's what that is.
How many audience members do you think we'll get today?
I'm hoping for 15.
1-5?
I don't know who these are for 15.
Yeah.
At least.
It's a good number.
I'm just
Well, there's already 7, so that's good.
Oh, just kidding. Yeah. Okay. Just kidding. Okay. I think a higher number. I want like 45 at least.
Megan, I don't know if,
like 20 to 30.
yeah. Megan, I don't know if you know how these Washington Wednesdays work, but these are all for prospective students from grades 9, 10, 11, and 12 that are in our database. So we just go into these events kind of a little blind, and we just shoot out the invitation to everyone, and in hoping that, you know, folks and parents kind of find interest in the session.
Well, you also, with this, because you're going to have them here, you'll have them on Facebook and probably at least a couple on YouTube too, so you'll be across the board.
Whoa, I forgot all about that.
I don't want to put it. Sorry, I said I don't want to put any pressure with this Facebook, but last week I was looking at it through Facebook and they had like a lot of views.
2,000?
Cool.
No, like 10,000 or more.
What? That is crazy.
But again, because this is pre-recorded, so it's going to live there. So people can go back and even like here in Platform Q, people can go in on their own time and view the session later on.
Well, I'm so glad I wrote a little script, because if I was doing this off the head,
we'll be fine. I'll grab some water.